Welcome to Supernatural Japan, where we dive deep into the eerie, the unexplainable, and the darkest corners of real Japanese history and folklore. I'm Kevin O'Shea, your guide through this maze of mystery. Tonight, we're not looking for yokai in the woods or vengeful spirits in abandoned tunnels. Instead, we're stepping into one of the most terrifying real-life mysteries in Japanese history. A story with no ghosts, but a phantom, nonetheless. A shapeshifter, a face in the shadows, a name written in fear. This is the story of the monster with 21 faces. March 18th, 1984, Osaka, Japan. Two masked men break into the home of Katsuhisa Izaki, the president of the Glico Food Company, the same company that gave Japan Pocky, Pretz, and dozens of beloved candies and snacks. The men tie up Izaki's wife and daughter. They abduct Izaki at gunpoint. He's stuffed into a warehouse near the company headquarters. 3 days later, he escapes. He's found naked, disoriented, having broken free from his bonds. But the nightmare was only beginning. Not long after, a letter arrives, typed, cold, mocking, signed Kaijin Nijuichi Menso, the monster with 21 faces. The monster didn't want money. Not just money anyway. They wanted power, chaos, and attention. They sent a series of taunting letters to the press, to the police, and to the public. The letters weren't just threats, they were performances. One read, "To the stupid police, are you idiots? We'll give you more hints if you're too dumb to find us." They claimed that they had laced Glico candies with cyanide. Supermarkets emptied, parents panicked, Glico pulled its products off the shelves, costing them more than $20 million. But no poison candies were found. Then another letter. "We forgive Glico." And just like that, the monster moved on. Now the monster turned its eyes to other companies. Morinaga, House Foods, Morudai Ham, and this time it wasn't a bluff. Police discovered actual cyanide-laced candies on store shelves, mostly from Morinaga. Some were labeled with warnings, others weren't. "Danger, contains toxins," were written on some packages. The public was terrified, rightfully so. Food companies were in crisis. The trust that Japanese society placed on its products, its very safety net was shredded. The psychological toll was massive. Parents stopped buying snacks for their kids. Schools banned outside food. Entire supermarket chains pulled all candy off the shelves. Food companies hired private security firms to inspect their production and shipping facilities. Employees underwent background checks, morale plummeted, and sales collapsed. In a nation known for its peace and predictability, the idea that an unknown figure would wage war against the entire food industry was deeply unsettling. Rumors spread, and some began to wonder, was this even a criminal group? Or something otherworldly? In June of 1984, police thought they had a break. At a ransom drop site, surveillance captured a man watching from a distance. He never approached, never spoke. He was dubbed the Fox-Eyed Man for his sharp, piercing eyes. But he was never identified, never arrested. More sightings of the Fox-Eyed Man followed, including at another stakeout during a failed drop. Each time, the police were outmaneuvered. There were suspects, too. One was a former Yakuza member who allegedly had a grudge against food companies. Another was a whistleblower who had once worked for Glico. Police questioned these individuals, even wiretapped them, but no charges stuck. At one point, the police believed they were closing in on the group. They had traced one of the letters to a location near Kyoto, but just as they arrived, they were met with silence, as if the monster had evaporated. Some theorized it was a group of disgruntled ex-employees. Others believed it was industrial sabotage on a nationwide scale. A few whispered it could be foreign agents testing Japan's crisis response, but nothing concrete ever emerged. The monster continued for over a year. Over 130 letters were sent. Corporate trust crumbled. Public anxiety soared. Then, on August 7th, 1985, tragedy struck. Superintendent Yamamoto of the Shiga Prefectural Police, distraught over the inability to solve the case, took his own life. He left a note, a final apology to the people of Japan. Days later, the monster sent one final message. Yamamoto of Shiga Prefectural Police died. How stupid of him. We've got no friends. Yamamoto died like a man, so we've decided to stop tormenting food makers. And with that, the monster vanished. No suspects, no arrests, and no closure. But the scares remained, and the scars remained. Public confidence in processed food didn't return for years. Glico and Morinaga struggled to regain their place in the market. Police overhauled their methods for dealing with large-scale extortion. The monster with 21 faces exposed a weakness in the very fabric of Japanese society, a dependence on trust, safety, and invisible stability. And when that was shaken, it created ripples that lasted for decades. Who was the monster with 21 faces? Was it the Yakuza? A corporate insider ring? A lone criminal genius? Some believe it was political. Others believe it was an inside joke taken too far. And some think it was something more uncanny. While the monster with 21 faces is rooted in real, documented crime and not a traditional urban legend, its eerie anonymity, theatrical methods, and psychological impact have given rise to a number of urban legend-style theories and mythic interpretations over the years. Here are some urban legends and supernatural connections that have grown around the case. The first one being called the digital tengu. Some urban legends describe the monster as a modern-day tengu, a legendary trickster spirit from Japanese folklore. Tengu are known for mocking authority, sowing chaos, and possessing inhuman intelligence. The monster's taunting letters and their uncanny ability to evade capture for over a year fit the Tengu archetype eerily well. Now, what's the connection? The idea that the monster wasn't a person, but a manifestation of Japan's collective fear or a punishment spirit sent to humble arrogant corporations and law enforcement. Now, a faceless collective. A chilling urban legend that the monster wasn't one person or even a group, but an untraceable hive mind. According to this theory, the monster with 21 faces was a result of an anonymous citizens all coming together through pre-internet bulletin boards and underground zines. Now, there's an urban legend twist there. The monster is still active, hiding in anonymous forums or encrypted networks, waiting for the right moment to return and unleash chaos in a digital age. Then there is the curse of Yamamoto. After Superintendent Yamamoto's suicide, some believe his spirit haunts the case. There are whispers of cursed documents in the archives, police reports that bring misfortune to those who read them. Now, officers who tried to reopen the case in later years reportedly experienced nightmares, illnesses, or personal tragedies. The curse is said to be Yamamoto's way of protecting the truth or punishing those who fail to solve it. Then, of course, is the fox-eyed ghost. The mysterious fox-eyed man caught on surveillance at a random drop site is a core figure of many urban tales. Some say he isn't a man at all, but an onryo, a vengeful spirit appearing only to those doomed to fail. Here's a spooky version of this tale. The footage was reviewed years later by an independent investigator who claimed the man's reflection didn't appear on nearby glass. This has never been confirmed, but the clip is rumored to still circulate among true crime buffs with a taste for the paranormal. And the disappearing phantom. A popular theory in conspiracy and paranormal circles suggests the monster vanished not because they chose to, but because they were taken, either by government forces or otherworldly means. In urban lore, some say the final letter wasn't from the monster, but from someone else warning the world to stop looking. Others whisper that the monster became part of the Men in Black cell agents who now keep similar threats hidden from the public view. Wow. Lots of conspiracies, folks. The monster with 21 faces may be gone, but its legend lingers. In every shadowy figure on a train platform, in every eerie smile in a crowd, in every unopened box of candy. You've been listening to the Supernatural Japan podcast. If tonight's tale disturbed or intrigued you, please subscribe, leave a review wherever you listen to this podcast, and share your thoughts. Do you have a theory? We want to hear it. Email us at supernaturaljapan@gmail.com. And of course, you can follow me, Kevin O'Shea, your host, and the podcast on social media. Come on over to Instagram. Please follow the podcast at Supernatural Japan, I should say. Supernatural Japan on Instagram for photos about this case, all the other episodes that we talked about, and other interesting paranormal, supernatural, weird, spooky, and true crime-ish type cases. All those kinds of photos and things will be over on the Instagram. You can follow me on Blue Sky and X at Mad for Maple. You can email the podcast at supernaturaljapan@gmail.com. And of course, go follow the Facebook page. All those links will be below in the show notes, wherever you listen to the podcast. So, until next time, trust your instincts, question everything, and stay out of the dark.